This is a 2024 experience, and we are getting into an understanding of how humans attack each other. Now, these humans are disguised in all different roles. Some of them are suits, some of them are religious, some of them, everybody has an identity because you're only one of a kind. So when you look at someone that A has a problem with B, you have to know the physics, the science. So just because you come to me and argue with me, God, this, that, the other thing, a true master is going to say, I ain't going to argue with you. Let him be. Because the essence inside our rules, this is a teaching. If you're listening now, you're getting the rules. It is a study logically that we capture this wholeness, and if you do not exercise, if you do not move the bones, if you do not recover, if you do not eat right, what are you really doing? What are you really doing? Why are you not letting the light? Why are you not letting the light? How do you let the light? Well, it's very simple. You let the light. See, there you go. It just opened up. So, what do we teach in our system? We teach the student to always let the light, because there's no such thing now. There's always a pair of shoes there, too. There's always a wrapper. See? Something. But then, there's something very cheap. It's medicine balls. And our students learn 369,000 laws of the medicine balls. Now, once you learn that, you start to understand that life becomes a lot easier. And the path you take really depends upon when you let the ego out. Now, if some of you are confused at what I'm saying, then intellectually, spiritually, you have a blockage. That blockage is going to cause you paranoia, thinking things that will be thinking about, thinking people are out to get you, in a more violent realm of your understanding. That's why we have master teachers, and the student goes to the master for the day. They have a meal, some tea, you detox. So some of you are going through stuff, and Dr. Olivia is going to talk on the light, but we're going to go back to the dark screen so that we erase what's going on.
So we just take time to be in yourself, call all parts back to you, whatever that means to you, and just settle in the opportunities, the blessings, the gratitudes, the love that is apparent to you in your life right now. So this is a live activation. People might say some people are dark, that someone's a bad person, that they're doing something malicious. Ultimately, if it really doesn't have anything to do with you, most of the time it's them inside of themselves. So you let them be whoever they are, whatever they say that they are, and then you can let go deeper into you. Protection comes from within.
So now we're going to give you one of the laws. It's called person. What is a person? And Dr. Olivia and I are going to discuss it intellectually like we would to have a talk. Dr. Olivia, how would you describe the the word person?
A person, a human being that knows that they are living a life.
Okay.
But to an extent that they can live, breathe daily activities that people might say are mundane. And it goes into so many different things. But there's a level of consciousness there.
But on the higher end level, there's a person, and what does a person mean in law, when you study law? And did you have
party
this?
And entity.
Yes, they're party and entity.
Types, but not, I take back the only human being. When I say person, consciousness, it can mean different beings that are alive. So that goes to inanimate objects too. If you believe certain, beliefs.
So if someone has an issue with someone, and guys, you're going to hear from this. You can listen to this. It has nothing to do, even if you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. You can worship Twinkies. So
we're decoding something.
At the end of the day, look at that, I paused. See, at the end of the day, that's why I said, what do? You must go back in meditation. So a lot of you are going to really awaken now because we're really giving out more to the world. And we have students giving out. You can book with our retreats right now, personal. You can get things done online. We also have naturopathic herb stuff directly. We're not your doctors physically. We just have doctors in religion, herbal stuff, and different things like that, so that we are following alchemy at its highest level.
Working with all parts of your being, so that's a holistic approach as well. But as naturopathic doctors, we know the effects and the uses of whatever medicine is to you. And then you can expand on that by really taking into account, okay, this is what I need for my body, the minerals, the deficiencies. I get to understand it, you get to understand it, and then you help every single person. So it's an all-around effect. And we don't knock anyone's belief. We are totally against different things. There's always emergency cases to save lives, and that's always okay, and everyone learns, but we want to make you stronger as you get your system to where it needs to be, and then your spirituality, your ethereal self, the essence of your beauty, because every person is beautiful, and that's something that we can touch upon in the system, that when you start to see this, you become that in which you saw in others. So it's pretty great to see the strength of everything around.
So let's look at something very simple. We gave you person, okay? We gave you that part, but it's a lot more. It's over 1,800 hours just in person itself. Going through everything and
goes into the 369,000 laws.
Yes. So the next thing that we're going to give is let's see what's really needed is meat. Okay, we're going to take the word meat. To describe the word meat, that is a chunk of something, a piece of something, animal, flesh. But it could be a human being too. It could be an amphibian. There's a lot of people right now that are eating iguana and thinking that it's fine to eat iguana, which is a sacred animals, especially in Puerto Rico, and the government, and no one is doing anything about it, but we do. And it's not to fight iguana eaters, and there's no war. That animal is closer to a prehistoric animal and they have very big intelligence, and there's other ways to raise them and get them out. The next thing we have is chickens. You're all eating chickens. Why not raise the chickens? Get the eggs if you want to eat the eggs at least. If not, just keep having chicken and having people have chickens for animals and farms, and understanding that the poultry and everything, it's not to eat the animal that you think. And the thing is, the reason why I gave you the word meat is because I want you to think about it. You turn around and say, oh, I'm a meat eater. Who told you you're a meat eater? Do you know when they first started eating meat, the first date of it? And did they tell in the caveman age, or whatever you believe, did the dinosaur tell the other dinosaur, hey, let me get some Heinz mayo? No. So you're processed food, so your brain is processed with inflammation. So that inflammation is something that's stuck, and that can be spiritual inside your DNA, which will cause issues with your mitochondria. Now, when you're sick, if someone tells you I don't eat meat, well, you gotta get all that animal out. Eventually, your game is to transition back to all the alkaline and electric inside your body. There's a lot of processes to go. We do not start you off where you're getting rid of meat instantly. That can shock your body. You need a trained professional really giving you logic, just weeding out different things. And if you do eat chicken or turkey until you make your transition, it needs to be like farm raised and different things like that. You know where you're getting it. It needs to be grilled. It needs to be lemon juiced with pepper and different types of spices and sage. And that will cure someone when their organs are off. Sometimes. It really depends on how sick that person is and what you need to do. Especially bone broth and different things. These are different stipulations that we start to understand the word meat in the 369,000 laws. So we let the light back, and we just tell you that. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you more.